The Techno Classica Classic Car Fair in Essen, Germany. It's Wednesday, the day for the press. The day before thousands of people start to invade 20 exhibition halls with more than 2,500 classic cars for sale. We are at the Porsche Classic booth, looking at all the nice things Porsche and Porsche Classic have to offer. And they have a very special guest this year.
Wie haben Sie Magnus Walker hier den Stand bekommen?
Ja, es war nicht so schwierig, weil er ist ein echter Porsche-Enthusiast und als wir gesagt haben, ob er nicht Lust hat herzukommen, hat das nicht sehr lange gedauert. Also hat er gesagt, klar, logisch, bin dabei und jetzt ist er 3 Tage hier, macht Autogrammstunden morgen und übermorgen, das ist natürlich super.
Magnus Walker, born in England, profession urban outlaw, well known for his collection of classic Porsches and his enthusiasm for everything engineered in Zuffenhausen, Germany. I had to think of some clever questions.
I want to be here, you go here. Okay, so I have to look at the questions because I'm really nervous.
You got to look at the questions. Come
yes,
on.
yes. You know, every question, almost every question has been asked to you, isn't it?
Yeah. How long's my hair? How often do I comb my beard?
No hair questions.
Oh,
no hair
questions.
questions.
The hair and the beard.
We just bumped into a slightly jet-lagged Magnus Walker.
Yeah, and I've got the super Porsche Classic power drink,
which is available at the Techno Classica.
Yeah, stop on by the Porsche Classic booth, Hall 7, and get your Porsche Classic Super Energy drink.
Okay,
highly recommend
he will
it.
be here next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm here today, and I'm here till Friday as well, so come on by.
Great. Thank you, Magnus Walker, for just 3 questions. I'm really nervous because it's my second interview in English, and the second one is you. Great. So, you came here yesterday.
I flew in yesterday to Frankfurt, yeah.
Directly from LA?
Yeah, directly from LA. These Porsche guys, they hooked me up, put me in this big plane with lots of leg room and before you know...
Business class?
Yeah, apparently the room was true, you know, because I've got long legs, so I could stretch my legs out, and first time I've ever flown business class, I could get used to business class, quite addictive.
Okay.
And then Philip picked me up at Frankfurt, and 2.5 hours later here we were at the Techno Classica show here in Essen, setting up the Porsche booth. So for me it was sort of a fun behind the scenes opportunity to see him set up this great booth and talk about everything that Porsche Classic and Porsche Exclusive has to offer.
Okay, did you have to help?
Oh yeah, I mean I mopped the floor, that's why the floor looks so shiny,
Great.
I had to get down there and mop the floor, make it look good.
When you compare the Porsche scenes, the Porsche people in the US and in Europe, are these scenes completely different, or are the people mainly the same?
I tell the story all the time. Porsche is a language. Doesn't matter whether you speak English, German or Japanese. The common bond is the car. So Porsche people all over the world really share the same passion, and ultimately they may look a little bit different, they may talk a little bit different, but inside we all share the same passion for the Porsche. So to me, it's a worldwide language, and everyone's pretty much the same wherever you are, whether it's Europe or America. Everyone's passionate for the Porsche.
Yeah. When I first saw Urban Outlaw, there was a German deep inside me who said, oh God, he's drilling holes into the nice classic Porsche. That, deep inside of me. And
that's okay.
Were there reactions like that when you came to Germany, to Europe in general?
Overall, the reaction has been completely positive. You know, I'm known for sort of building these sort of outlaw hot rod Porsches, but probably half of my collection is unrestored, early short wheelbase 911s, and currently I'm on my early turbo kick. Yeah. So the response seems pretty positive to what I'm doing, whether it's customizing, outlawing, driving, or restoring, or basically just enjoying everything that's great about Porsche. People seem to be responding pretty well to what it is I'm doing.
You have now started, you have your collection of turbos, and you're going to collect them all the early ones?
Yeah, my goal, I'm a goal-orientated collector, and the car that I fell in love with Porsche with was, as everyone knows, a 1977 White Martini Turbo when I was 10 years old. So even though I've owned a lot of Porsches, it's only the past couple of years that I've finally acquired my first turbo. So my goal is to have one of each year from 75 through to 77, which is the beginning of the turbo era, as you know, or the turbo production road car era. So 3-liter, non-intercooled, small brakes. So far I have 376s and 277s. So the car I'm looking for is a 75 turbo to complete that collection. But I have to tell you, I did just buy a new car. I acquired a 1980 924
I saw
turbo.
that on the blog.
Yeah,
You blogged
so
it.
that's good
What
that you're
were
paying
the
attention.
reactions?
You know, it's funny, out of everything I've done and over almost 50 911s that I've owned, that's the first front-engine water-cooled Porsche I've ever owned. And the 924 guys are great. I mean, it's an interesting car because, as you know, it's the first front-engine production turbo. It was the first year of the 924 turbo, which they only made in 1980, 81, and 82. And out of everything that I've ever posted anywhere, that car or that post has got so much reaction as to why is Magnus Walker buying a 924 turbo? It's not a 911, it's not rear-engined, it's not air-cooled. But for me, I wanted to experience something a little bit different, a little bit of a different Porsche experience. So now I'm branching out beyond my 64 through 73, and like I say, to me it's all about variety, and Porsche offers a lot of variety. And the great thing about the 924 for me is it's the first time I've owned a front-engine water-cooled Porsche. So to me, it's something new and it's something exciting and it's a new challenge. Initially, my goal was to make that car into a Carrera GT-inspired car. But as you've seen, that silver slate gray phaser interior combination is really too good to mess around with. So I'm going to keep that car as is, stock original, and I'm going to... My goal is to actually have a 944 and a 928 all at the same time. So like I say, I'm just enjoying the variety of what Porsche has to offer.
Right. So you acquired about 150,000 new fans now. Porsche 924 drivers all over the world who are now into Magnus Walker.
It's interesting. I mean, when I was racing, the 924 and the 944 spec series was really a competitive class. And I've driven 944s before, but I've never owned one. I've never owned a 924. But it took about maybe, I think, 24 hours before there was a post on the 924 board about how I had acquired a 924. And so it's becoming sort of a lively discussion about what I'm going to do with the 924. And it's interesting. People seem to love those cars or hate those cars. But to me, it's just a really cool, iconic late 70s, early 80s look, which is, you know, just like I say, it's a new experience and it's something I'm going to enjoy driving, and we'll see where the 924 road takes me, but I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm looking for the first film.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to make a film on that car, so there will be a 924 film coming out pretty soon.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then the car I just finished, I don't know if you saw that 78 911 SC that I built into a hot rod. So I'm going to make another film about that, and when I get back to LA, probably in 2 weeks, I'm going to make a movie on my 76 Euro Minerva Blue 930 Turbo, which is a Swiss delivery car, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
Okay, just one last question, which might seem a bit odd, especially standing on the Porsche booth. There's one company in the US which is quite successful at the moment with an electrical powered car, all electrical powered car. Do you think electrical modern cars will be successful in the US, worldwide? And do you think that Magnus Walker one day will have a 911, a classic 911 with an electrical engine?
Well, it's a great question, and I guess only time will tell. Ironically, I'm known for, you know, having quite a few Porsches, but I actually walk to work. So for me, driving is pure pleasure. It's not a necessity. So I live very close to where I work, and I enjoy walking to work. But a classic electric Porsche is probably a good idea. I've yet to drive one, so I haven't experienced that. I have been driven in that new 918, which is part sort of electric, and that car is just phenomenal. So only time will tell. But first I have to finish the restoration on my 64 911 before I start thinking about any other classic Porsche projects. But it's probably a good idea, I think.
Okay. And good luck with all your projects. I follow you on your blog. And
well,
so,
I appreciate all your support, and it's great to meet you.
Thanks.
And good to have
Very
a
nice
conversation
meeting you.
with you.
Yeah. And have fun in Essen.
I will do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Magnus.
As they say, auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Take it easy. Rock on.
Genau.
I think that went pretty well, right?
Oh, really? Great.
You got
Thank
everything covered?
No.
rock on.
Yeah, here we go. Gonna go rock on.
Rock.
Zoof and the House and Outlaws. Here we go. Zoof and the House and Outlaws.
It's the wrong fingers.
Oh, that's going to be the good one right there. Yeah, let's take a look.
You have to hang loose and then you have this on, right?
Yeah, you got to hang loose and the rock on.